It's guitar backup for Duffers, session 2, lesson 8. It's graduation day. It's graduation day. It's graduation day. It's graduation day. Everybody, it's graduation day. It's graduation day. It's graduation day. Thank you. Hey, everybody, how's it going? This is guitar backup for Duffers, session 2, lesson 8, and it's the end of the Duffers. If you're still a patron at patreon.com/Charlie Walden, these are all archived there. You can go back to lesson number 1. I'm going to create a little index for them so you can easily grab what tunes are in which ones, that sort of thing. But yeah, you're going to enjoy having these to review. And then we're moving on next week to the repertoire sessions. And what I'm going to be doing is teaching the Camp Possum tunes during the week. So some of them will be a little hard, maybe. Some of them will be pretty easy. So just hang right with me, and we'll still be playing our scales and playing our chords and practicing all those good things. But that's what I have planned. And also I'm going to try to backfill for the guitar players all the previous Camp Possum tunes and some other stuff I think you'll find interesting. So I think it's going to be lots of fun. How's the sound out there? Is it okay? Is the sound okay? Man, I had a mess up last night on the Wednesday night session. Man, it went crazy. The sound went nuts, I'm telling you. So anyway, here we are. We're in C. You know what? I don't know if you're aware, there's a certificate. You can get a certificate for this. You can put it on your resume. I posted it at patreon.com/you-know-who. And if you can't find it for some reason, Wichita yesterday, he emailed me and he printed his certificates out. But I want to show you what a graduate of this program looks like. There's a couple of fellers right there. E pluribus Duff, folks. Yes, sir. There's Wichita, and there's Tim. Tim's got 3 certificates. Man, he is the go-gettingest of all the students here at the Academy of Hillbilly Arts. All right, so let's... We're in C, people. We're in C. Let's get started. We're doing 2 tunes in C. We're doing a waltz called the Rose Waltz. Remember that? And then we're doing a little tune called the Forward One Step. Forward One Step. Okay, so let's play the waltz. What do you say? Let me find it here on my little doohickey. Might have to turn this back on. Let's see. It's still on. Sometimes it shuts off. No, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's all good. Okay, let's see here. Da, 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 da. I've got that Darling Nellie Gray running in my head now. I've been playing that the last couple of days. We'll do that at Camp Possum this session, so you'll get a little taste of that. Here it comes. Come on, sweetheart. Remember? C, G, G7. That was just one time through. That guy's stingy on us. I don't know who that fiddler is, but he's not very good. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, let's play it again. So let's walk through the chords one more time. D, 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 C. Okay, I'm playing D. Oh, it's too early, folks. I was up late last night doing the Camp Possum session. Man, we had a good one though. Once we got it going, we had to recalibrate ourselves, and I had to put up a new link. It was frantic there for a moment. I was freaking out. But everybody was very patient with me and seemed to get amusement out of the bizarre sounds coming out of their phones and computers. Some people had to head for the hills. It was too much for them. But eventually we did get it sorted out. It did sound a bit like the Borg Collective there for a little while. But so we're in C, right? Here comes G. See, I'm filling in space. You know, I hate playing the same thing over and over again. See, when I'm in C, I can mess with. I've got 3 bass notes to play with. This C, of course, that's the 1. By the way, one time we played for a contra dance, Pat and I did, and it was like an open band thing. And the very sweet woman came. We love her very much, but she hadn't played too long. She brought her bass, and she knew the notes around the bass, but all she played was the 1. Imagine if you had spend your whole life as accompanist just playing the 1. It got old after 3 hours. A 3-hour dance, and somebody just going boom, boom. Not going. We said, you know, you can go boom, boom, boom. Well, she wasn't having it. So, so don't do that. Don't. That's why we have the other notes. So here's in C we've got C, and we're alternating with this G. Remember, I'm just moving this finger over here. Okay. Now, you know, another thing, I probably mentioned this, but I tried to think of the guitar as like it's a right and left and right hand of a piano. You know, if you watch the piano players playing, boom, chick, chick, boom, chick, chick, boom. So the bottom 3 strings, these low strings, are the left hand of the piano, and these treble strings are the right hand of the piano. So it's see, I've got a 3rd note there on the bass. So, D and G, and I'm going to use the E this time. Okay, and then the other thing I talk about in this regard is, so you figured out what bass notes you're going to play. Now I got these little runs I can use. So what I did there is what D sharp E on the D string. The bass note I'm going to play. I made too much breakfast this morning. The bass note I'm going to play is an E, right? But so I go to the. I'm going to scoot this back a little bit so it doesn't scratch my guitar up. Okay. So I'm going to this note, but I'm going to use a little space there. Remember that to get to the G. E, F sharp, G, G7. I make my G7 like this. Remember, you can make it with just. So I'm playing the notes here. This is on the E string, is that note. G on the A string is that note. Open D, open A, open B, and F on the E string. So it's, instead of here, I'm here. And then if I really want to fatten it up, I take my pinky and put it on the 3rd fret of the D string, which is the same note as what I'm playing on the E. See, there's the same notes in F. But I like to build on that. Did the same thing there I did on the D string, except I'm on the A. So I'm going for a B. I want the B to be my bass note. I'm going A, B flat, B. Okay, let's play the tune again, and then I'll play on through the second part, and then I'll show you what I'm doing with that. So let's just play it one more time. Here we go. Now, let's look at the second part. Do, 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 and to G, do, 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 do. G7, and back to C. C7, G, oh, sorry, F, and to D7. You can play it here. I think this is better voicing here. That's just C7 cranked up 2 frets, right? C7 and F and D7, G. Okay, everybody keeping up with me okay? All right, good. All right, so, all right. G7 and to C. See, I did that same little trick because I got space. There's room. So you might as well do something with it, you know. So then you get C and C7 and F and D7, G, G7 and C. So you might have to practice this quite a few times to go. I like to use those leading tones, like watch this, because they give me a chance to get my fingers set. You're cheating time really, because if you had to go, that's a little harder to do because you got to move your whole hand at once and plant it. You know, it's not impossible if you practice, but I like this little trick where you go. See, now I bought all this time to move my fingers into position. Try that. First, make this chord. We're not playing the 2 outside strings. We're playing the inside 4 here. So we're playing. It's like a C7 form. Move it up 2 frets. Everybody got that? Okay. So now play second finger on the 4th fret of the A string. That's a C sharp. And then just plant all the. And you know, another trick I use, you know, I can get even if I don't play the treble notes, I have to play the bass note or the thing, it falls apart, right? So I sometimes do this kind of like slow strum instead of hitting it all at once, because again, it's giving me time. It's milliseconds, but milliseconds matter, you know, in music. And so it's giving me time to get my fingers in position. And to G. G7. And to C. Now C to C7. And F. Like that. You know what we're going to do now? I'm just going to turn the recording on. I'm going to see if I can set it up to loop here. Let's see. Can I loop it? Loop it. Yes. I can loop it. I can loop it good. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're set to loop, I think. We'll just keep playing it over and over again. There'll be a little loss of time at the end. C. And to G. G7. Second bar. C and to G. G7. And to C. C7. G. Okay, now it's going to start over here. Here we go. Come on, baby. No, wait a minute. That's not what I wanted you to do. You bear. Oh, I obviously don't know how to operate this thing. Oh, there we go. Repeat 1. And G. C7, and F. Now that D. Yeah, see, it's got time there. Let me do it one more time without this annoying fiddler playing. Okay, so now let's try this. Second part. Okay, let's go ahead and play the next tune, forward one step. Remember we did a little bit of that last time. So let's look at that now. If you want the chord progression, you can get it off the site. So if you have trouble finding it, do you know how to email me? If you want your certificate too, you know how to email me? You email me at bigfiddleshow, all one word, bigfiddleshow@gmail.com. I'll send you your certificate now. All right? If you can't find it on the Patreon site, that is. All right, so here we go. Forward one step. And C, and F, and C, and G. Let's talk about what's going on there. There's a lot going on there, man. I love this tune, though. It's swingy, jazzy, ragtimey, kind of. So it's C to F, F, and to C, and then to G. And now we're coming to a Missouri rules part where you can just play the straight, in Marmaduke's hornpipe or anything. So what you have to do there is first part. Now the chromatic thing comes. Now what do I do with that note there? Well, I'm going to play this that inside diminished. I'm going to do a whole video. I think I'll put it up next week. A whole video about inside diminished chords, the 3 diminished chords, and where to use them, how to play them. And so that's one of the outside diminished chords, because the root is on one of the outside strings. And what I'm doing there is, okay, so bear with me here. I'm putting a second finger on the 2nd fret of the E string. And if you're not getting this, don't worry about it. This is not an essential chord to playing the tune, and I don't even have it on the chord sheet. But this is how we push ourselves forward into the stratosphere. Okay, so find that chord note there, and then we're not playing the A string. We're going to damp it. Listen, the fat part of my middle finger is touching that string and damping it. So then I'm going to play with my first finger. I'm going to play the 1st fret of the D string, and with my 3rd finger I'm going to play the 2nd fret of the G string. Hear that thud thud? But see, you don't hear that when you're playing because you just punch it. And also, I'm not playing these notes here, the 2 bottom strings. What I'm doing here with my right hand, I'm kind of just hitting these and then lifting off. I've done it so many times that I'm not really hitting those bottom 2 strings. And I'm pressing and releasing in coordination with my... See that? See that? See that? Oh, yeah. It sounds like some rock thing. All right, so let's see what happens there. So. Chromatic note in there. I could just play that note actually and fluff the chord if I wanted. I could just play the bass note and let nothing happen here, but it's cooler to go. Let's try it. Try it again with the music. Oh, back up, you bugger. Oh, wrong tune. Come on, you can do it. You know you can do it. Walking bass. Okay, now there's something else. There's a lot you can do in C that doesn't work in the other keys because because of the F chord. So the F is your 4 chord, right? It's 1, 4, 5, 1, right? So it's see, I'm doing the same thing I'm doing here. So that's C, E, F, F sharp, G, B, C. Do that with me. C, E. We're just playing bass notes now. C on the A string, C, 3rd fret. C, open, E, F, F sharp, G, B, C. Let's play that bass line again. Time. Let's sing it. Ba 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 ba. Now what if I took this and played it an octave higher? So C, E, F sharp, F. Sorry. C, E, F, F sharp, D. G, sorry. Got a swig of my chamomile tea here. Clear my head. All right, so here we go. D, C on the A string, E on the D string, that's 2nd fret, 3rd fret on the G string, sorry. Yeah, that's a D string. Man. C, E, F, F sharp, open D, open G. And now I'm just, oh man. I'm playing bass notes with my treble strings. Uh-oh. Now here is a case where I'm totally fluffing the chord, right? I'm just playing bass lines. Watch this. Could do this. That F, that's like a partial F. This is big F. Here's play that F note on the G string with your 3rd finger on the D string. Sorry. Third fret of the D string. Second finger on the second fret of the G string, and then cover those two. So I got. So the only one I really have to fluff is this one here. But I don't want to waste my time playing that diminished chord. Let's see, how would I do that? No, I'm not gonna. It's not worth it. It goes by too fast. Just just play what fluff. If I'm playing it slow, you hear the fluff, but if I'm playing it up to speed, what I do there when it came to the offbeat thing, I did nothing on this. So the other thing about playing accompaniment when someone's like main melody instrument like fiddle, mandolin, or whatever is playing, banjo, is that people are listening to them, not to you necessarily. And so you can use a little sleight of hand when you need to, like that's a kind of a sleight of hand thing. Your brain filled in that chord in a gestalt fashion, I believe they would say, but you don't need to actually play the chord. You know what I'm saying? So let's try it one more time. It's nothing, and then D, G, open G, and so that is going to about do it for duffing. Go back and review. You've got lessons in starting with, I think we started with D, then G, then A, now we're in C. And as we progress, I'll be doing some things in B flat and F and maybe E flat. And my style of guitar is such that I don't really use the capo. I've got nothing against capos. They're great for all kinds of music. Like you can't hardly play bluegrass without using a capo, let's be honest. And other kinds of folk music, capo's great. But for my style of accompanying fiddle tunes, I don't use the capo. I just find the chords. If I have to go up the neck a little bit, I just go there. So we'll be doing a lot more of that. So come on back next week and week after and week after. And if you're not a patron and you happen to be lurking in the background, go to patreon.com/Charlie Walden. Just go there and hook yourself up for 92 cents a week for a music lesson every week. I don't think you can find that anywhere on the interwebs or any kind of webs. Not even in a spider web. That's more expensive than a spider web. All right, so thanks everybody for joining me and being, you graduates, go get your certificates and print them out. If you wouldn't mind, get your certificate, print it out, and I'd like to get somebody to take your picture with it and send it to me at bigfiddleshow@gmail.com. I want to have a gallery of my graduates of the Duffer program. You all have been the greatest Duffers ever. So we'll see you next time. We'll see you for the Big Fiddle Show Friday night at 8 o'clock. And until then, by gosh, take it easy. Take it easy.
Bow to your partner.
Can you see it? Yeah, wait,
And
to
your corner.
Everybody wave back. Everybody wave back.
Join your hands, circle to the left.
All right, take it easy.
The other way back in the same old track. Take your feet, go wiggity wag.
Good night, everybody. Good
And
night,
stop
America.
and swing when you get...